on that application, bearing in mind that it wouldn't matter what you had, Jeff, whether you were using Solution 6, Handysoft or MYOB Accountants Office, they'd be starting off on that application. Basically what it's going to get down to, I mean, we've had this conversation before, I know, when we were up in Toowoomba, is you know, it's about making a commitment to jump in and start somebody on that application, bearing in mind if we did get if you did come on board and we started somebody off in Comparto, I'd certainly be talking to all the other accountants that I know use Comparto, and I'd be promoting the fact that we have that knowledge in the firm. But your situation is probably no different to any of the other accountants that we've had. When we started out 3 years ago, we didn't know how to use Solution 6, and now we've got half a dozen guys who are experts at it. Same with Handysoft. You're on Handysoft, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Krishnaraj had never seen Handysoft in his life. He was basically trained from scratch, and we didn't have a lot of people in the firm at the time who had much more of an idea than what he had. So these guys who we hire, they give it their best shot. I don't know exactly what they do, to tell you the truth, but they do it because they know that there's a future in it, and I'm pretty confident that taking on Comparto is not going to be any different to taking on Handysoft or any other application that we've taken on. It's just a suck it and see, but we'll get there.
Thank you.
Are there any more questions for Anne?
Yeah, just a comment. If you think things are tough down there, Anne, in getting people, it's even worse in the bush.
I can just imagine.
He's in Texas.
It's Queensland, not USA.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's certainly the technology that we have nowadays allows us to use this sort of model fairly effectively, and there are going to be more and more accounting firms go down this path purely because of that very reason.
Well, it's just interesting. We Peter, director of our company, met a senior manager from PwC a few days ago, and they've opened up exactly the same model in Calcutta, and apparently they've employed about 15 to 20 people doing nothing else but Australian tax work. And what they did was they sent somebody from PwC in Australia to go and live in India for 6 months and put it all together for them. So the big four are doing it. We're trying to do it for the little guys. It's happening. It's not going to go away. There's 20% of the world's population lives in one country. It's called India. They're lovely people. I came back from there about 4 weeks ago, feeling quite invigorated by it, but it's certainly a very exciting place to be right now. A lot of business confidence there. And for those of you who have been looking at the BOSS model for a while now, and I know some of you have, this business is going ahead in a very positive direction. The association that we've had with CWL and the program that we've established here with Krishnaraj coming to Australia has effectively forced us into rewriting our business plan. The secondment model, or Strindia as we like to call it, has now become a permanent concept in our plan, and it's where we see in-resourcing going. It ultimately means that we're going to have to tweak our costs a little bit, but it's not going to be a major hike on our annual fee. But certainly it's going to have a dramatic impact on our service deliverables, and this is what we're primarily focused on, is giving our clients the optimum level of service that we can give. Any more questions?
Yeah, Steve, it's Mitchell Holmes from Cairns here.
G'day, Mitchell.
I understand that you're training the Indian accountants in different software packages and things like that. Another thing that arises in different accounting practices is different industry knowledge, because Anne may not have many primary producers down there. She might have a lot of retailers or something. I'm sure we have plenty of primary producers and maybe transport companies and things like that. Is that something that the accountant that you have just learns over time, or is there any particular training in particular industries?
We have quite a range of clients. We do have a number of primary producers, and from our experience with Chris, it hasn't made any difference to him. Once again, if he does need any extra information, you know, we say, well, go look it up, Chris, and he does. If we do need to provide information, we will, but it's a mistake to start providing all the information to them. We find that if they're relying on their own training and their own discussion within their office in India, they're very happy to develop a level of expertise that they need. It has not been an issue for us at all.
Okay, thank you.
See if you can trick him and ask him whether an artesian bore and a hydraulic ram should be included in livestock accounts.
Well, I'd have trouble with that one.
I'm sure we'd work it out, Jeff. I'm sure we'd get there. And if your mate Colin Walker's anything to go by, Chris Narrows did a bit of work for him, and he didn't seem to have any problem. He pretty well got sussed to what was going on there in the bush, even though Colin's in Toowoomba.
Yeah.
So, of course you've met Ramesh, and he's pretty cluey, and so it didn't take him long to figure a few things out. It just takes time, you know. It's like if you pulled an accountant out of Melbourne and let's say, I don't know if you'd pull one out of Melbourne, but let's just say he decided to come up and live up your way, don't know why, but let's just say he did, he'd be suffering the same problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Any other questions?
Thanks, Steve.
Okay. Well, look, we normally like to give it 40 minutes, and we've had the good 40 minutes now, so I'd like to thank everybody who's made the effort to come online. I'd also like to thank you, Anne.
My
It's
pleasure.
been exceptional. And also, Susan, I'd like to thank you for the effort you've gone to.